Can you speak to me about just your inspiration, Aiden, as to why this was so important to you?
Oh, in the fourth grade, people were like judging my hair like it was too big because my hair used to be a lot. And then I cut it, but he would come home and tell me like, oh, they said I need to cut my hair. So we had a lot of conversations, way more than I thought, because he's a boy, about hair. So that's when I started to tell him, like, you know, you love yourself, for that's how God made you. That's your hair. And it's nobody's business, really. It was like during lunchtime when they were saying this. So there were not much teachers around. So,
but there were adults around in lunch, yes?
Like 2 staff.
And did you have the opportunity to speak to anybody in the school building? Did you feel comfortable to go and approach and let an adult know what was going on?
No.
Okay. So then, Mama Bear, what did you do? What was your next step?
I actually just addressed it at home and just try to build up that confidence where it's just like every day I'm reminding him, like, you are beautiful. Love your brown skin. Your agent loves you. Your family loves you. You love you, because he loves him.
I know that's right. I know that's right. And so hair is not necessarily a topic that we really hear about with young boys or older, growing young men either. And so how were you able to sustain your confidence through this process with this topic?
Well, how it all began was my mom. I told my mom I wanted to write a book about my hair. And she was like, write 3 topics down, what you really want to write. She was just thinking that I was playing, but I was being serious. And one of the topics was self-love.
Yes.
And I just took it on from there.
Aiden, congratulations on the book. Congratulations on you just being that mature at that age, Mom. You raised the king, and we appreciate you. My hair, believe it or not, my basketball team, they got me to grow my hair and the beard, both my hair and on top and my beard. My basketball team did it. It was we wanted to be unified, and at the time they had all this different fro and mohawks and all of that stuff, and they're like, you know what? If we're gonna march down state, let's do it together. So it was a form of unity that it started. In this great patch, I guess kids in your grade level, they did it. I was, it was all black, and then I started getting stressed out, and that's where it started. So I know I'm not dying at that is really my hair, but Dennis, he left something out, but it was like they was trying to crop my hair. Then I had like a gum bead. I was like, what are we doing? Like, this is my cover. So I had to do that, but take pride in it. And I try to get my son, I don't know if you're on here, but it's like, I love when young men like yourself and Mom, they take care of it. Like, you just can't have it and then you don't comb it like my youngest son. And then it got to be oil. You got to smell good for the ladies, man. You got to, you got to take care of it. So I wanted to make sure that, but always be confident in yourself. Don't let nobody, dictate your moves. It's not chess. And if it is, you are making the moves, and just stay true to yourself. And if that's how you look, just own it. I don't care if you got all these crazy whacked out braids. If you own it and just be true to yourself. And y'all see that already in you. So don't ever let nobody, because most of the time when people talk about my hair, I'm like, well, you're going kind of bald, or your hairline is not, So you always can clap back. I mean, you in New York City, so you got to be able to play the dozens or hike, as they call it. But just be true to yourself and don't let nobody tell you, because right now I'm gonna rock it until it get fully gray, and I'm just gonna own it, man. So, but congratulations to you, King, and just keep doing what you do, man. We watching.
One of the things that he does on his platform is he elevates the Black man, the Black family, the Black culture in ways that many people in Instagram do not do. And so I wanted to bring you up really quick, to introduce you to the OSG family.
Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Dennis, for that. And shout out to Jamila for inviting me and sharing this with me. Brandon Frame, founder of the Black Men Can. I'm also the director of social and emotional learning at the Urban Assembly here in New York City. And so just really honored to be the Black Men Can started as it's a nonprofit that has morphed into with a strong social media presence, lifestyle brand, digital media advertising. And when I want to shout out Aiden as well, let me know. I want to get the information so we can shout you out on the page as well, because that's the whole purpose, is to elevate and highlight Black male excellence, Black male brilliance. So I won't take up too much time. I'm happy to be here and looking forward to the ongoing conversations, and then to all those in New York City. If we haven't met, we'll probably meet soon. The Urban Assembly will be leading SEL implementation across all of New York City schools this coming year. So if you're District 13, District 18, or Affinity, you're going to see you're in cohort 1. Everybody else will be in cohort 2 and cohort 3. So I look forward for those who are in New York City to be and working with you and your school and your staff this upcoming year.
So your pops, Lays, and we was in the video with you and stuff like that. And at that point is when I really understood your passion for this work and understood your passion for music. And so talk to us, man. Let us know what your pops got you working on these days, man.
Well, Pops got us working. You know, we got an album coming through. We got like 3 actually coming through, but we just been working, like mixing his love and my love and music has been a good thing, because he really liked music, but nobody gets to see that. They just see that he's a principal, he's a coach, but nobody gets to see how much he probably loved music more than everything he do. So getting to, mesh my love for it with his, and then us coming together and trying to make Voltron, it's been a wonderful thing, and I'm glad we're doing it.
Yo, so Monster, so you're not only just your pops know that you have a love for the music though, but now you're owner. You're owner of your own label, man. So holla at us, man. Tell us what that's about, Monster. Tell us what it's like to own your own company.
Once he did that, it was crazy, because I didn't even know he was gonna do all that. Once I showed him one song, and I was doing this music for I started back in 2018, and I was starting the music. It wasn't going so good, but I sent him a song one day, and the reaction he got, if you know my dad, he's not gonna sugarcoat nothing. He's not gonna say if it's good, he gonna tell you. If it's bad, you gonna hear that. So when I got the good feedback, I was like, all right, we really on to something. So once he did that, gave me my own label, I just knew he's all in. He going all in with this. So I'm just trying to figure out how to maintain myself and, push through and try to make my dad proud.
So how does it feel to have your pops working for you, man?
I get to boss him around a little bit. I like that.
getting him back, huh?
Yeah.
First and foremost, not only are you an amazing talent, your story is so dope that I think the world needs to hear about it. You know what I mean? For those who didn't get a chance to see that video on Instagram yesterday, give people a short of what you talked about in that video yesterday.
What it was is really just trials and tribulations of life. Different people have different kinds. And I explained what I went through. And that was, substance abuse and losing my way, but surely finding my way in the end, and just coming together with people that are from different places and just making something, a vision that is in all of our heads, just come to life. It's just beautiful.
No,
life
Kennedy,
is beautiful.
No, Kennedy, no. Tell them the story. What happened?
Right.
How traumatic? You got to know. You got principals in. We listen to students, so
I got you.
Let's go.
All right.
Be graphic, Kennedy. Thank you.
All right, no problem. All right, so what it was, basically, I fell into, due to personal issues, I fell into using drugs, and one day I just went.
How old were you?
I was 18. So I was struggling, I was fresh out of high school. I feel like my school didn't really prep us for college in general. So I had to find an outlet in something, and I chose a negative thing. So in the end, I ended up overdosing, and I lost my hearing for 3 days. And it was such a scary moment that was pivotal in it was traumatizing, but it made me change my messaging. So just being deaf for 3 days, I took I realized what I took for granted. And just by not hearing, it was like my love was gone. It was my love for music, like just hearing people speak. I could only hear the vibrations of the tone when they spoke. So I could see the lips moving, but it was horrifying, but humbling. And I had to, as I slowly started gaining my hearing back, the doctors didn't even know what to tell me at that point because they've never seen anything like this. Like, so I'm left to wonder, basically, am I going to be okay? And I was just sitting and I was like, oh, all the music I've done, like, doesn't mean anything. Where am I leading people? Am I educating people? Like, am I uplifting people with my words? Like, it's not even just singing, but even speaking. What am I doing with the voice that I'm using? And other people can hear what I have to say. So the effect, the cause and effect of different choices is deep, and it definitely made me change my music and just appreciate it so much more.
Nah, that's dope, Kennedy, and I'm glad you shared the full story because when we talk about the level of triumph that you had to endure to get to that point, and I can only imagine the fear you must have felt not being able to hear and then possibly not be able to do that thing that you love so much.
Do you see the connection? How trauma? These two artists you just brought up, they careers like was hiding because of trauma. Quan lost Tim, and then Kennedy lost her hearing because of the trauma that she was facing. That's like impactful. Like we OSG is about us almost trying to go to the future and see what we can do for the babies.
Talk to us, man. How you got into the music, man?
I actually got into the music like it was really recently, honestly, because like I was doing music, but I wasn't really doing music. Like I wasn't really into it. Like it took so recently one of my closest friends took his life, and like he was one of my biggest fans, like as far as like trying to push me to actually do music. So like after he passed away, it was like I gotta do it. Like there's no way that I can't do it now. Like I gotta do it. So that just gave me a lot of motivation to actually take it serious. Cause at first I would go to the studio, then I would go back 4 months later, then I wasn't really taking it serious. So it took for that to happen for me to like really like lock in. So now I've been taking it a little more serious.